Thank you so much, Mr. Vallabh, for joining in. Because we are speaking in the backdrop of SMEs, tell me, in the last 24 months, because we have seen industry and government accelerating the momentum for growth story in India, what is your take on it? What has been the biggest contributor of this growth story?
See, government is consecutively formalizing this sector and opening this sector for the globalization. Because you might have seen that how this sector got formalized in the previous 11 years, how this sector is opening avenues, or the avenues were opened for this sector for the globalized world.
True.
Third thing, that there was always a problem of missing middle in this particular sector. Either we were having micro or we were having the large enterprises, but this missing middle was filled up in last 11 years, and more specifically in last 24 months.
I mean, given that you've already acknowledged how government has been pushing and backing this sector, now more on the side of digital infrastructure, because technology is something that's a big enabler for all operations across domains. Talk about AI, talk about technology, talk about how government is taking technology as a big enabler and supporting SMEs.
See, whether you talk about the PLI scheme, which provides direct support to this particular sector, and especially with the good technology.
True.
Government is also having a approach of the cluster based technological hand-holding for this sector. Specific clusters were framed where technological support is provided, and that cluster provides support to the MSME sector. And last but not least, in FY25, more than 35 lakh crore rupees of credit was given to this particular sector. Prime Minister personally feel that
True.
MSME sector is the backbone of Indian economy,
100%.
and that's true.
True.
But that backbone has to be little bit more stronger with more formalization and globalization.
True.
As I told you, whether it's a structural reform, accelerated reform, filling the missing middle in this particular sector, providing credit to this particular sector, providing technological handholding to this particular sector, all these had happened, and because of this you might have seen that in spite of the geopolitical tensions which are there in the world, in Q2 of FY26 our growth rate was 8.2%. As per the all international agencies, India's growth for FY26 was 7% plus. This is the power of MSME and the policies of the Prime Minister Modi's government.
I completely agree with you. Just the final bit of our conversation, Mr. Vallabh, because we are entering a new year, talk to us on the lines of what to expect when it comes to the larger entrepreneurship landscape, because in the past few years entrepreneurship has evolved, the landscape has evolved. Talk to us on the lines of what to expect in the new year.
Two things. Expect for ease of doing business 2.0. Expect for deregulation 2.0.
Lovely.
Expect for invest and operate model for this particular sector. This is point number one. And point number two, the government also expects something back from this sector, and that is government is opening the world for this sector. Now this sector has to take the advantage and can occupy that space which government is providing to this particular sector. So these two things I always expect: EODB 2.0, deregulation 2.0, and the global best practices. This sector has to learn, because government is opening avenues for this sector, whether in the form of FTAs or whether in the form of businesses with other countries other than US. So this sector has to take the advantage of that.